You keep asking yourself the same question late at night. If she loved me, why didn't she come back? You replay the memories like a crime scene, the laughter, the late-night calls, the way she used to look at you like you were home. Nothing about it felt fake, nothing about her love felt temporary, and yet, she's gone. Not angry, not dramatic, not even cold, just gone. This story isn't about blame. It's about the truth most people never tell you. Because sometimes love isn't the reason someone leaves, it's the reason they don't return. Let me take you back to the beginning. She didn't leave the first time you hurt her. She didn't leave when you disappointed her. She didn't leave when things got heavy. She stayed. She stayed when it was uncomfortable. She stayed when she had doubts. She stayed when her friends told her to walk away. That's the part people forget. When a woman truly loves you, she doesn't leave quickly. She endures quietly. And that quiet endurance is where the ending actually begins. Because while you thought everything was mostly fine, she was doing something you never noticed. She was grieving, while still in the relationship. Every time she felt unheard, she swallowed it. Every time she felt unchosen, she rationalized it. Every time she cried alone, she told herself, he doesn't mean to. She wasn't pulling away. She was holding on with less strength each time. And here's the brutal truth. By the time she finally left, she had already tried everything emotionally. She didn't wake up one day and decide to stop loving you. She woke up one day exhausted from loving you alone. You see, men often process loss after it happens. Women process loss while it's happening. So when she left, it felt sudden to you, but to her it felt overdue. She didn't leave because she stopped loving you. She left because loving you started costing her too much of herself. And once that line is crossed, something changes permanently. Here's what no one warns you about. The most dangerous moment in a relationship isn't the fight, isn't the silence, isn't even the breakup. It's the moment she stops explaining. When she stopped arguing, you felt relieved. When she stopped complaining, you thought things were improving. When she stopped asking for reassurance, you assumed she finally felt secure. But what was really happening was acceptance. Not the peaceful kind, the painful kind. Acceptance that she was alone in this. She started detaching emotionally while still holding your hand. She started imagining a life without you while still saying, I love you. She started closing doors in her mind long before she closed the door behind her. That's why she didn't come back. Because by the time she walked away physically, she had already left emotionally. And emotional exits don't come with second chances. You tried reaching out, you apologized, you promised change, and you meant it. But here's another hard truth. Apologies feel different when someone has already accepted the loss. To you, the breakup felt like a wound. To her, it felt like the scar finally closing. She didn't feel angry anymore. She didn't feel the urge to prove a point. She didn't feel the need to go back and try again. Because she had already tried quietly, repeatedly, painfully, while you still thought there was time. That's why your messages didn't move her. That's why your words felt like echoes instead of bridges. You were speaking to the version of her that no longer existed, and this is the part that hurts the most to hear. She still loved you when she left, but love alone is not enough to make someone return to a place where they felt unseen. She loved you, but she loved herself more by the end, and that wasn't selfish, that was survival. You see, coming back would have required her to reopen wounds she fought hard to close. Coming back would have meant questioning the strength it took to leave. Coming back would have meant betraying the version of herself that finally chose peace. That's why silence became easier than conversation. Distance became safer than hope. And letting go became kinder than trying again. And here's something most people never realize until it's too late. When a woman leaves without drama, without begging, without revenge, she's not confused. She's resolved. There's no curiosity left to pull her back. No unfinished business to lure her in. No emotional chaos to keep the door cracked open. She didn't leave to teach you a lesson. She left because she had already learned hers. And maybe now, you're the one learning. You're learning what it feels like to be the one waiting, to be the one replaying conversations, to be the one wishing you had listened more closely. You're learning that love isn't just about presence, it's about perception, about noticing when someone is slowly disappearing right in front of you. And here's the final truth, the one that stings but sets you free. She didn't come back because going back would have meant abandoning her growth. But her leaving doesn't mean you're unlovable. It means the relationship asked both of you to evolve more and only one of you did in time. If there's a lesson here, it's not about regret, it's about awareness. Because the next time someone loves you quietly, don't wait for silence to tell you something is wrong. Listen when they still have the strength to speak. Because when love leaves quietly, and it rarely comes back loudly, and some people don't return, not because they didn't love you, but because loving you taught them they deserved more.